friends, thanks for joining us for this episode of What's in a Game. Today we'll be learning how to play Rhino Hero Super Battle by HABA Games. Rhino Hero is a dexterity stacking game for 2 to 4 players. For setup, place the 3 foundation boards on the table with the yellow side up, or the red side for a more challenging game. Shuffle the floor cards and give 3 to each player. Place 3 floor cards face up on the table, and then put the remainder face down and in reach of each player. Place the walls, superhero metal, spider monkeys, and dice in separate piles within reach of each player. Lastly, have each player choose their superhero. Now, it's time to play. Each turn will consist of 6 actions. First is the build action. A player will look at their 3 floor cards and decide what they would like to build. Each floor card will either have tall walls, short walls, or a combination of both. Once a player decides which floor card they would like to play, they will take the corresponding wall or walls and place them on these yellow build points. Only one wall can touch each build point on the foundation. However, once there are constructed towers, a player can place as many walls as they'd like on the floor in any direction on the constructed tower. In some instances, like with this card here, a player will even be constructing on 2 different floor levels. Towers must be level and not built on a slant, and while floors may overlap slightly, a player can't use an already built floor as support for their floor card. The second action is the spider monkey attack. If a floor card shows this symbol, the player must hang a spider monkey on their floor card from its hand or tail. If at any time a spider monkey falls, but the tower remains intact, the current player will just hang it again. If there are no spider monkeys left in the stockpile, the player needs to take a spider monkey that is already hanging off of the building and place it on the new floor card. The third action is to climb the skyscraper. The current player will roll the blue die to see how many levels their superhero will climb, or fall. All floors at the same height when looked at from the side consist of 1 level. If you are at the bottom and roll a -1, the player will remain where they are, and if you're at the very top, any remaining die movement will not be used. Fourth, players will determine if a super battle occurs. If the current player has moved onto a floor of another player, then they'll both roll die to determine who gets to stay on that floor. The new entering player gets to roll the red die and the defending player the blue die. The person with the lower number must move down a floor. If there is another hero occupying that floor, then another super battle will occur, and those players will roll dice to determine who gets to remain on that floor, and so on until everyone has their own level. Fifth, the player that's furthest up the tower for that round will receive the superhero medal. Lastly, the player will take another floor plan into their hand, either from the face-up pile or from the draw pile. If a card is selected from the face-up pile, a new card immediately replaces it. If the tower collapses completely or partially, the game is over and the player holding the superhero medal is the winner. However, if the player holding the superhero medal is the one that caused the tower to collapse, then all of the other heroes win.